Hello everyone and welcome to episode 91 of this Let's Play series of Star Trek Online. My name is Winters and you are very, very welcome. So, before we move on to our next mission, I just want to go over a couple of quick little things. First of all is there is an event currently going on called an R&D weekend, a Research and Development weekend. Now, while these events, or this particular event, is active, you get 50% extra R&D experience. So, for example, the research projects that we have been running, you get 50% extra research and development XP for everything that you do. So if something gives you 10,000 XP, you'll get an extra 5,000 XP on top of it, just as an example. That goes for crafting or the research project. So, for example, if I was to craft, I could craft any of these items, but let's just say a module like this. 1 XP earned 1. I picked the worst thing ever. What can I pick? How much XP out of this? There we go, 540, which was probably, what, 260 beforehand or something. But anyway, yeah, you get 50% extra XP. Now, another thing that you get while this event is active is these R&D packs that you get from PvE queues. You get 25% extra R&D materials, and if you remember this particular R&D development pack, this one, the purple one, I got this as a reward item for the Artifacts release, or the Artifacts update, and I've been hanging on to this specifically for this reason. So if I click on this now, we'll see we're going to get a big chunk of stuff. Look, we got duranium, tritanium, tetrazine gas, duranium, lab elements, plasma capacitors, ejection systems, so on and so on and so on. Got loads of stuff there. And then I got this pack, Research and Development Weekend Event Booster Package, and because it was a very rare pack that I opened, I got a very rare one of these packs. And look, I get more stuff, loads and loads of stuff. And then these ones that you get from the PvE queues will also do the very same thing. So if I open these up, you'll see I get loads of items, and then on top of it I get another pack with even more stuff in it. So yeah, I wanted to show that to you guys just so that you can see what happens. And if I look at my R&D tab now, we can see, look, I've got all these extra components and I've got these boosters here. Skill 50% skill rating booster, 25% skill rating booster, and 1.5 technology research points. I will talk about this stuff later in much detail when it becomes relevant for us. So yeah, don't have to worry about that now. Let's see, do I have some duty officer missions complete? I do, so let's start up another one. Excuse me. Okay, next, you can see I have a little stockpile of fleet marks here, so I am going to get rid of those. I'm going to spend them here in the Armada rather than in my home fleet, because yeah, it doesn't bother me. Keep in mind that what I have actually done is I have earned enough credits in order to get my first promotion in this particular fleet that I'm in. This is one of my fleets. So I earned enough credits in this fleet first to get a promotion. In fact, I earned quite a significant extra amount, and everything else I have been building up in the Armada. So we can see here I have earned 174,000, nearly 175,000 in this particular fleet, and I actually have 330,000. That is because I have earned a good chunk of the credits here in the Armada rather than in the home fleet. See, I could have put them in here, but yeah, I want to help out the Armada, and I have the rights to purchase gear. Okay, I think that is everything. I'm just going to check something real quick. How many spec points do we have? Oh, we got spec points. Okay, so here, since you guys are here, let's see, which one of these do I want to go for? I think I'll go for this one. Okay, so I'm going to spend another 5 points in the pilot specialization tree. And these extra 5 points that I've earned, well, it was actually 6, but I'm going to do this in blocks of 5, have come from doing story missions, DOF missions, and Admiralty missions. So that's where I've been getting the XP from. Okay, I think that's our house cleaning done. So now we can proceed, and what we are actually going to do in this episode is the final mission in the Solonay Dyson Sphere story arc, and it is called Surface Tension. Now, the last one that we done was A Step Between the Stars, and obviously there's a mission here, Fluidic Destruction. That basically required us to go to the Dyson Sphere space battle zone and turn in the mission. That was it. You just had to go there and then turn in the mission. So I didn't bother recording that. It was useless. So that's what I done there, and now we have surface tension. So we accept the mission. We have to go to the Duret system in the Beta Quadrant and travel to the Jenolan Dyson Sphere and attend a conference about the threat posed by species 8472, also known as the Undine. And you can see we get some Undine marks in this, and we get choice of traits and a choice of gear. So that's that. Let's begin surface tension.
Last time on Star Trek Online. We are fighting a war on multiple fronts. We have to consider the Borg, the Undine, and the Romulans, as well as the Klingons.
I see now my deception has been exposed. Starfleet has lost too many ships and too many good men and women to a fight we now know was caused by Iconian and Undine influence.
Is that...
An Iconian gateway? Yes, I believe it is.
Into the gateway, now!
Are all those markers Iconian gateways?
Sir, we've been scanning the gateway. The monitors on the bridge are all showing an Omega.
Welcome to the Delta Quadrant. We are within the Solonay Dyson Sphere, a spherical structure built around a star.
We now know why the sphere generates vast amounts of omega particles. It is designed to use those particles as fuel to jump to any area of space.
It now appears that the Jenolan sphere had the same jump capabilities as the Solonay, and moved to this location.
You're not Cooper.
We will repel the Undine, and survive to warn the Alpha Quadrant of a renewed threat. The Undine are a threat to us all. I propose a summit. We must decide together what we must do to protect the Alpha Quadrant. Our disputes may need to be put aside in the face of a greater enemy.
And now the continuation.
Welcome to the Delta Quadrant. I will admit that I did not expect to be here with Voyager again. It is agreeable. Thank you for agreeing to attend this conference and supporting my position on the Undine. However, reaching a consensus today will be difficult. Many different agendas will be represented here today. I will speak to you in person shortly. Tuvok out.
Welcome to the Jenolan Dyson Sphere. Please beam down to these coordinates.
Okay, so we had a little bit of a catch-up there on the story. I hope that you were all able to hear that. I should have turned up the audio a little bit. So I apologize if it was too low for you guys to hear. I probably should have done that before. It just never occurred to me. So it was a bit of a catch-up on the story so far and where things stand. So anyway, let's talk to Captain Sean.
Good to see you.
Forward. So one thing you may have noticed there is the year is now 2410. So from when we began the story, a full year has now gone by since the story began. Because when we started, it was 2409.
Thank you for joining us here.
Okay, set up security. Call for security team. Oh, back up. There we go. Right.
Where do you want me posted, sir?
Go to the projector.
Where do you want me posted,
Go
sir?
to the Klingon delegation.
Where do you want me posted, sir?
And go to the Romulan delegation. So we have quite a bit of talking to do in this part of it. Actually, do you know what? Something else as well. This is my most favorite mission in the game. It is, I think, the best mission.
This
in the game.
Cardassian.
I simply pointed out that as a Federation member world,
I thought Federation membership meant Star...
I simply pointed out... I wouldn't exactly say that the state of Bajor inspires much confidence. I am appalled.
The Federation has never made a policy of preventing member worlds from overseeing their own interests in conjunction with Federation.
Well...
Okay, return to Tuvok.
Thank you for your...
Alright, now we have to speak to more delegates. Zindi.
The Zindi are here. The Federation's...
As I have done the entire Let's Plays up to this point, I'm not going to focus on the story.
I sincerely...
I'm going to F-bomb my way through things. You guys can pick up on the story and enjoy it on your own playthroughs, because I highly recommend it. And
Thank you for the invite. Yes,
yeah, this isn't the purpose of this Let's Play. The purpose of this Let's Play is to show you how to do things and be an effective player.
We are almost...
But yeah, it has a really, really good story, Star Trek Online, and this is my most favorite mission. Really looking forward to this. Sorry about that, I had to get a drink. Okay, so we have to do some more talking.
Yes.
We have to get all the delegates to their seats.
I was just...
Ooh, the Ferengi.
Huh. I suppose.
Okay, so let's begin our presentation.
The Undine represent a clear and present danger to not only the Federation, but also the Klingon Empire and Romulan Republic. The damage done here by a mere handful of ships is clear evidence for the need for cooperation.
With respect, Admiral, the Romulan Republic is quite capable of leading exploration and security measures here, just as we have led efforts to secure the Solanae sphere. My militia...
I find it interesting that the Federation suddenly has concerns about the Undine now. Where was the Federation when the Empire discovered Undine infiltrators in the Alpha Quadrant? Or is the Federation only interested now the Undine threatens something you want?
Given the exceptionally complicated nature of such
Ambassador, given what we now know, that was a mistake. The Empire recognized the Undine threat years ago. We didn't.
You admit you are wrong?
The evidence provided by Admiral Tuvok and his team is sound.
Thank you, Captain Sean. However, dwelling on past mistakes will not solve the problems of the present.
Our fleet stands ready to protect both spheres from the Undine.
The Undine can wait. We have more important business to discuss. Who owns this sphere? I represent a consortium of businessmen on Ferenginar. We are prepared to invest significant venture capital into transforming this sphere into a vacation destination to rival Risa. I have a proposal of 500,000 bars of... What's that?
Tuvok to Voyager. Report.
A massive fleet of Undine vessels just appeared from a rift. They're setting a course for the gateway.
The Undine? What do they want?
Unknown. Drop to Lisette. Track their course.
Enterprise to Captain Sean. We're receiving a distress signal from Earth's space dock.
Sean to Federation Fleet. Red alert. Prepare for immediate departure.
The Federation is our enemy, but the Undine attack like assassins in the night.
We will crush the Kamikuv!
A significant Undine force is headed for the Sol system.
Okay. Actually, we'll let this play out first. Right. So, one thing I want to comment on there was the Klingon Empire. So the Klingon Empire...
I am picking up... Negative.
Agreed.
Fine.
Alright, let's try it for a third time. The Klingon
Enterprise
Empire...
will set course for Luna.
God. The Klingon Empire knew...
The Fortescue and the Lisette will lead the fight on the far side of Earth.
They knew that there was Undine infiltrators years ago, and the Federation didn't listen. And as a result, the war broke out. So, that's what all that was about. Yeah, and now you can see there's an attack on Earth, which is awesome. Well, it's not awesome, but you can probably see why this is one of my most favorite missions. It's starting to get good. There's something I actually forgot to mention at the start of the series. Whenever you interact with a R&D node, you know, like to scan for particles or traces, you actually get a small bit of dilithium with it as well. So that's something else actually that is active with that event. You get a little bit of dilithium every time you scan an R&D node, which is kind of nice.
Earth's space dock is taking severe structural damage.
So what happened in the game, when this season or mission initially released, it was a new season update, and they revamped Earth's space dock, because Earth's space dock before was basically just a round circle, and it was very dated, and they had been working on a new Earth space dock for quite some time, and obviously you're all familiar now with the new Earth space dock, and it's pretty cool. But we will beam onto ESD now in a couple of minutes, and you'll get an idea of what the old Earth space dock is like. Ooh, magnesite. Okay, let's get some dilithium and some magnesite. This is just so cool, the debris floating around in space. So there you can see we got 10 dilithium. Oh yeah, and we also got our catalyst.
Earth's space dock may be destroyed.
Again, catalysts, I'll talk about those in more detail when it becomes relevant. But trust me, they're nice to have. Okay, so we'll get a little bit closer here. We'll drop out a gravity well, probably, and then we'll open up on everyone. I'm trying to see who will be the best one to drop the grav well on. I think it'd be this guy. And of course he had to go into a rift.
Target shield has failed.
Tethys Dreadnought, inbound.
Target shield has failed.
It's stuck in this gunk.
Rear shield failing. Hull integrity below 75%.
Took a bit of a beating, as you would expect for a dreadnought. ESD has seen better days.
Any ships still in range? They're undeep.
I've received
The boarding part.
Okay, so we're going to beam onto ESD now.
Earth's space dock has sustained severe damage from multiple Undine boarding parties. We must locate Admiral Quinn. The most expedient path to the Admiral's office is through those doors. Our mission objectives are clear.
Okay. So this pretty much was Earth's space dock. Now, I don't mean this specific room. If I open up the map, you can see this map contains half, or, a semicircle. And this was it, pretty much. It just went around here in a full circle. And the Admiral's office and shipyard were here. This was sick bay and something else, I think. Bank and exchange was either here or here. And yeah, that was Earth Space Hockey. It was so crap. It really was. It was good for its time, but you can see just from this there was a significant update done to it. Anyway, I have to go up here to this panel.
Everything
In my mind to your mind. My thoughts to your thoughts.
Enemy targets on sensors. Flanking damage detected. Enemy combatants in close proximity.
We need to manual.
Okay, I could do a hypo spray. Actually, when I think about it, I think I might have put this up a little bit too high. So I'll just turn it down a tad. So yeah, the season that this came out in, this story mission, was when they updated Earth Space Dock, and it was such a great way to do it, because Earth Space Dock basically got trashed, and you know, they had to rebuild, and that's the story. And they took the opportunity when that window was open to update Earth Space Dock, which I thought was pretty cool. Cryptic are very good like that. Like, I don't think I've told you guys, but when the game was in beta, and when open beta finished, what they done was the devs actually came onto the server as the Borg, and they basically killed everyone, and they done it like a Borg invasion, and it was so cool. It was such a great way to end the beta phase. You know, the entire server got wiped out. Anyone that logged on were fighting the devs, and of course you couldn't take them out, and everyone was killed, and that was the end of beta. Yeah, so that's that story. Ooh.
Flanking damage detected.
Yeah, we got an improved shield tech upgrade, even though we'll never use it, probably. Quickly get this R&D node over here. Let Tuvok and the Admiral deal with that. Your captain has dealt 300,000 phaser damage. Excellent. Now, for anyone that is quick off the mark, you'll know that I am actually firing, what is it? Freaking Thoron infused Polaron, that's it. I'm not too quick off the mark myself. But we basically got the accolade because Tuvok is on our team, and he's firing phaser.
The shape-shifting link, perhaps we...
And your bridge officers, when they're with you, it counts to you whenever they fire their weapons. That's why I always have that's why I always have different weapons or different damage types on every different bridge officer. One is anti-proton, one is phaser, one is polaron, one is tetrion, one is plasma, and so on. Get up there. Get up. In case you're wondering how Admiral Quinn is here and he was over in the other room, the other one was an Undine. We just had our back turned to him when he shapeshifted. And some security. Should turn up in a minute.
Thank you. Egg? Where are you going?
One moment, Admiral.
Remember this guy.
Intriguing. The amount of resistance Starfleet has offered is unexpected. That being said,
the weak will perish, and you are weak.
So, that guy was kind of famous in the old Earth space dock. He was in the central hub of Earth space dock in the old map. He was kind of a famous
He is tapping
NPC.
into the bioship's power matrix.
Dang it. So yeah, he was kind of a famous NPC, and in this mission they decided to make him an Undine for story purposes. How come I can't log on to that guy? I can log on to this guy now. Yeah, got him. The weak did perish.
Hagen. It's hard to believe. He attacked me mentally, led everyone into a trap. I couldn't stop him. We have much to consider. There may be... Tuvok! What's going on? Tuvok! Can you hear me? Tuvok!
Tuvok. Hello, Tuvok. Egan was too weak. He spent too much time among humans. He served his purpose, and you will be far too late.
Too late for what?
Your quadrant will fall. The weak will perish. This dimension will be cleansed, purified of infestation. Your efforts are meaningless. I know your thoughts, Tuvok.
Indeed, Doctor. But I have taken advantage of this connection to look into your mind as well.
What?
I understand now what your plans are. You will not succeed.
You can't stop us. Tuvok! Tuvok!
Admiral Tuvok! Admiral!
Diversion. This was all a diversion.
What do you mean?
Kronos. Their real target is Kronos.
Dun dun dun.
Come. Kronos may not have much time.
I think that's so cool. The real target is Kronos. So now we have to haul ass and try and get there to help out.
We have arrived in the... The Romulans have...
Right, let's get things started. Let's go to work.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Oh yeah. Let's speed things up a little bit here.
The Romulan Republic has made commitments to its allies. We are here to honor them.
Let's kick in our basic maneuvers. We'll target somebody in the middle. This guy. Get a grab well out.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target shield has failed. Core shield failing. Hull integrity below 75%. Left shield failing.
Ah! I thought we were gonna survive that one. No matter. This is set up nicely now. Cannon scout volume and grab well.
We are at a distinct tactical disadvantage.
No kidding.
Think of it as an increase in your opportunities to die with honor.
apologies for being late.
And here's the cavalry.
Just one more ship?
Not exactly. We brought a few friends.
Dreadnought definitely took a beating. Damn rift. Okay, let's get a little bit closer to the ship there now. Gravity well is off cooldown, so let's pick this guy. Come on, come on. There we go. That's the one I wanted. Gravity well ready.
Warning, ship is under attack. Integrity below 75%.
Whatever's coming through, it's big.
What is that thing?
The Undine have brought a large craft through a quantum singularity.
They're powering up weapons!
The Undine have a new planet killer!
Target that ship, and fire all weapons!
No effect. They're too strong.
Voyager has one nanite torpedo remaining from her time in the Delta Quadrant. Such devices proved effective against the Undine in the past. Tactical. Fire when ready.
They took some damage, but the planet killer can still fire. I can get the Aquarius into firing position above her and exploit the opening in her shields, but someone will need to keep the Undine distracted.
That's so cool, the Aquarius launching. Aquarius ahead of us, providing cover and fire.
Shields have failed.
Weapons are offline. This is our only chance. Setting the Aquarius on a collision course.
Acknowledged. Do we have Sean's coordinates?
Getting locked now, sir.
He did it, sir! The Planet Killer has been destroyed.
Tuvok to Allied fleet. Stand down. The Undine are retreating.
Captain Sean.
Transporter room. Did you get him?
We have...
Captain Sean to Admiral Tuvok. Permission to come aboard?
We got him. So, we were able to save Kronos.
The Klingon High Council wishes to...
So we're beaming down now to receive thanks from the Klingon High Council. Talk to Tuvok.
There are many... Now we...
That was...
You have shown I remember.
I
A true piece.
So, as I've already said, you guys can listen to all this
Earth
stuff
and
when you're playing the mission. We'll just F-bomb our way through this.
Our people...
And there we go.
I admit.
Chancellor.
You fought. Many fine warriors have earned their places in Stovacor today. They died with honor, fighting one of our most formidable enemies. The Undine brought the battle to our very threshold. The fine warriors standing before me pushed them back. Let us honor our sacrifices and our accomplishments by ending...
What the deuce?
So, you are the heroes of the Milky Way. You have come further than we expected. But still you chase our shadows.
We are not here to impress you, demon! We stand united, and there is no one who can...
give you a single warning to not attract our attention again.
That was the reason we need to work together. It's time for our feud to end.
Agreed. From this day forward, all hostilities between the Empire and the Federation will cease.
The Iconians use servitor rate. There have been Voyager will...
So, that was an Iconian. So that was actually the first time we've seen them. We've seen one of their ships before in Cutting the Cord, which was in the Romulan story arc. That's the first time we actually seen an Iconian. So anyway, let's turn in the mission. And let's see, traits, ground, space trait, living hull. I think I'll pick that one. And for gear, it doesn't really matter. Science, tactical kit. What? Yeah, we're tactical. We'll pick the kit. Let's have a look at this console. Ooh, 13-point fit. I don't use disruptor, or yeah, we'll go with the kit. Okay. Escalation. That should be right. So our next mission is escalation, and that's basically just you know, go here and talk to an NPC. But it looks like we have unlocked, yes we have unlocked the next mission in the Yesterday's War story arc. So if you remember, Yesterday's War was here between the Klingon War and Wasteland, then it moved down between Romulan and Cardassian, then it moved here. So we have the next mission in that story unlocked now. So that'll be our next episode. Anyway, we'll leave it there for now. Thanks a million for watching, folks. I greatly appreciate all of your support. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And that will help me out a lot. I appreciate all of your support. My name is Winters. Until next time, take care. Adios.